Hey there guys, today we'll be looking at B52's Raspberry Shake upgrade. So they released not too long ago, I think it was the 14th of July, today's 31st. So a couple weeks back they did their latest, I guess, New England style IPA upgrade. And this is the Raspberry Milkshake variant. So it's basically upgrade, which I talked about the hops there, I can't remember off the top of my head. Anyway, upgrade with raspberries, lactose, and vanilla. So got a crowler of it, and had it on tap as well. But let's see how it is for, I guess, a couple weeks in the crowler. Comes in at 7%, I believe. Yeah, 7%. So with all that said, let's dig in. B52, of course, out of Conroe. And this is their second attempt. I mean, I guess Wheeze wouldn't really be considered a New England style. They just considered it hazy, but this one definitely felt New England. So let's do it. All right, so as you can see, very, very, very slow carbonation. Really interesting, but it pours out this really deep raspberry color. Got this nice little slightly off-white, almost hinting towards a pink, but not quite, head, and pretty thick and hazy looking. So check out the aroma on this guy. This is still pretty cold, but it seems like the raspberry actually is kind of toned down a little bit, getting that kind of really clean, bright, tropical type of character. More, still getting raspberry, but a little bit more towards mango. Guava, like a very, I guess, mild guava. It's still really cold. Like this to probably open up a bit more, but honestly, I think it's just a little bit too cold to really open up. But come back here in a bit and see if we can get more out of it. So check out the taste. Cheers. Oh wow, yeah, really definitely needs to warm up to open up on the aroma, but everything comes out in the taste exactly how I remembered it. Huge raspberry to it, definitely really jammy raspberries. I'd say the actual intensity of the raspberry, I mean, not quite something like Atrial, but getting towards that as far as intensity of the fruit character. Does have a nice citrus quality on the back end of that. Following it up, still really just mainly raspberry. We're getting some orange. It has a very light, slightly lingering bitterness to it. I don't really like these fruited, like milkshake IPAs to have any sort of bitterness to it. I think it kind of detracts from the fruit. I don't think, because the fruit's going to add a bit more sweetness to it typically, and I don't like the sweet bitter. Definitely like a bit more dry and bitter. I just think it's a bit too, clashes too much with those sort of, it's like flavors, but textures, I guess. Yeah, big juicy raspberry. I think for something you can find on the shelf, I think the raspberry is more intense than, I would say, like a St. Arnold's Raspberry AF. Not tart, definitely more sweet raspberry. The body is pretty nice and full. It does have a bit of that kind of prickly carbonation, so it doesn't quite have the really nice New England mouthfeel. You know, maybe a bit more leaning towards some of Trillium's more carbonated IPAs or pale ales. And maybe something like, what's the one I had? I had that one, now I can't think of what it was, but it's part of the Little Bird series. Whichever one I thought I reviewed. something more along the lines of that. Um, but a pretty nice body, no alcohol or booziness to it, just really intense jammy raspberries. I just definitely getting some vanilla as well, hint of that kind of lactose sweetness. Um, I definitely think it's pretty well done for a fruited one of the Milkshake IPAs. I would prefer these with stone fruit or lighter stone fruit, I guess, something that kind of complements the flavors you get out of New England style IPAs. Maybe something more with oranges or mango or guava or passion fruit. I think that would be a little bit more interesting because it would sort of emphasize those flavors a bit more. I think it's kind of weird when it's done with something like raspberries or blackberries they did with wheat juice or some of those like darker fruits. I don't like as much. I feel like it's just a little bit too much of a clash with the natural flavors that the hops give off. So, but Ingenious did quite a few of them that were pretty cool. I didn't get to have too many. I thought the strawberry froyo was probably the best milkshake beer that I've had. Which strawberries aren't really intense in flavor either, and it's not more this deeper kind of jammy sort of character that raspberries and blackberries really have. So I thought that meshed really well. But I know that I think they did a raspberry one as well that some of the guys tried and didn't. They liked it, but wasn't too great. Which I'd say is probably what ended up being comparable to this, which this is really well done. Just raspberries are kind of odd to me in these milkshake beers. But anyway, still really awesome done, especially if you like raspberries. Definitely think you'd enjoy it. So I went overall, I think I may have given it a 4.25. I'm gonna stick with the 4.25 because for what it is, I think it's well done. I definitely would go higher up though if I thought that the fruit kind of accented those natural flavors, that tropical juicy orange type flavors that the hops get off. But anyway, it's kind of my take on raspberry shake upgrades. So awesome stuff though. I hope B52 keeps doing this style and kind of experimenting with these milkshake beers. I haven't had one yet that I've thought was better than its regular counterpart, or just a regular done New England style IPA, but still pretty fun to try. Cool stuff. Nice to have once in a while. So as always, cheers. We'll catch you guys later.